Hey, it's Casey. Today I want to share with you, what should I be adding or eliminating to improve my health? I think we all live in this world where when something goes wrong, we think, oh my goodness, what should I do to fix this? And unfortunately, most of the time when we have an issue, our thought process goes to, what should I take or what should I get that's going to make this current problem go away? So we often are in this process of constantly wanting to add more to try to find the solution versus eliminating to find the solution. So what I want to discuss is how to know what's going on with your body and when to add or remove something. So first of all, let's talk about personal responsibility. So many people want to point a finger at someone else, be it their parent, be it their doctor, their job, their boss, you name it, as their reason for why they're struggling in their health and or why they have, the stress that they do. And so now, I'm not saying that those types of things cannot cause stress and cause you to have symptoms and issues, because they absolutely can. But the thing is, you can't have that as a cop-out. You have to take personal responsibility and say, what am I doing since I know I have this issue, whether it be a health issue, a stress issue, a mental issue, whatever I have going on that's not good, what am I doing to solve that problem? Rather than, who am I pointing the finger at, or who am I asking, help, help, help. I don't want to do anything myself. I just want you to give me the answers so that I can just go about living my life with the most ease. Because let's be honest, we are addicted to easy. We are addicted to convenience and what is the fastest route, the quickest route, the cheapest route, rather than what is the best route. And it's important that we work for what we want. If we're wanting to improve our health, if we're wanting to lose weight, if we're wanting to have better mental clarity so that we can make better choices and do more in our lives, we have to take the steps in order for that to happen. So in all these areas, like we mentioned in health, so let's say I have a headache. So often, what is the first thing that people do when they get a headache? They run to their cupboard, open their purse, whatever, and they get out a Advil, ibuprofen, Tylenol, whatever. And they just think, well, I have this headache, this will then fix it, and then I don't have to think about it. But in reality, you guys, you got a headache for a reason. Your body signaled that headache to happen because either you're dehydrated, you're stressed, you have an imbalance of nutrients or vitamins. There's many different reasons why we get headaches. And going and just taking a pill, although it might appear to just remove it or cure it, it didn't get to the root of our issue. All it did was cover it up. It's kind of like if you had a hole in your floor, rather than getting new boards and repairing it, you just put a really pretty rug over the hole and you hope nobody notices. But what happens when somebody steps over that? It's an issue. When we put quick fixes like Advil into a headache, it doesn't let us know why our body got that in the first place. And if we keep going down that road over time, we're going to eventually not have that working anymore. And we're going to have all these other symptoms and going, why is this not fixing this time? Not to mention, every time that you take an anti-inflammatory like that, there are side effects and negative ones that can be really taxing on your kidneys and your liver. So don't just jump to taking something because it's convenient and easy. Get to the root of your issue. Most often, we are dehydrated and we need more water. Add some lemon to your water. That helps to bring up your electrolytes and helps to rebalance the body. Another thing to think about, rather than thinking about why this happened and what I should add, it could be, maybe I got this headache because of something that I ate. What could I have eaten that caused this? So if we're being careful about what we're eating and we're journaling our food or keeping a track of it on MyFitnessPal or one of those types of apps, then we can look back and go, well, gosh, today I didn't feel so good. What did I eat prior? Maybe what did I eat yesterday that could be causing these symptoms? And start one by one removing something. So maybe for week one, you're going to say, you know what? I'm going to try cutting all gluten out of my life, which we should anyways. It's not good for us. And most gluten has GMOs. So it's just not worth it for us to eat them. So cut out gluten. Keep track of how you're feeling. Next week, maybe if you're still having some symptoms, some issues, maybe you need to try to do a little fast from dairy and say, I'm going to cut out dairy this week and see how my body feels. You know, everybody's individual. We all have unique needs, and they change as we go throughout our life because of stress, because of fuel needs, because of all these things that we do. They cause us to have different needs at different times. So the other thing you want to always try to eliminate, and everybody needs to eliminate this because it causes so many symptoms, especially headaches and all kinds of other inflammation problems, is sugar. Sugars, processed sugars, which is also processed flours that turn into sugar within our body. Those are so toxic to us, and they really slow everything down. They slow down our metabolism. They give us this really big, sugar high rush, and we feel kind of like energized for a minute, and then we just crash so hard, and then we're picking up the pieces the whole rest of the day. And I've known people that they're so addicted to sugar that they're literally, and caffeine, that they're literally having to do not one, not two, but 4 or 5 energy drinks in one day. And that is so, so awful for your body, for your brain, for your entire system. It's absolutely toxic. So we got to get away from that. Even in the world of clothing or shopping, think about how often we add more to our lives because we think, well, that's going to make me happy. That'll make me feel better. If I buy that shirt, if I buy that item, I will feel more satisfied. I'll be happier. I'll have something more to do. We just constantly want to add more to our lives. We do it with sports and with hobbies. And sometimes those are great things. I mean, sports and hobbies can be fantastic because they can be helpful and stress relieving. But sometimes we add so much that it actually does the exact opposite, because we've now put all of these things, even though in themselves they're good items, we've now overloaded our schedule to the point where we're just absolutely stressed every single day. And so we really need to sit back and assess what we're doing on our daily schedule, on our weekly and monthly schedule, and go, what am I doing here that's adding stress to my life that I might need to remove? What should I eliminate from this? Or what could I add? Maybe I need to start taking yoga, because just doing that alone, it's going to improve your breathing. It's going to improve your flexibility. It's going to improve your strength. It's going to improve your balance. There are so many things and so many reasons for why you want to add good things like that to your life. But again, do it where it's going to work for you. Maybe doing yoga at a studio is not a practical thing, or you can't fit in the timings that classes are being taught. So most of us have a computer or a smartphone. Pull up YouTube. Look at the different free yoga classes that are given on there. There's lots of ways you guys can get healthy and not have to spend money and not have to even leave your home. You can do what's convenient for you and what works for your schedule, and it will really bless you. So even things like trips, like vacations, I mean, they're fantastic, and we have so much fun, escaping from our normal day-to-day lives. But how often do we take those trips and then we put so much into them that we truly are more tired at the end of a vacation than we are when we started? And we had this for the purpose of de-stressing and relaxing and rejuvenating. And in fact, now we need a vacation because of our vacation. So be conscious of what you're planning. And maybe you want to push out that trip and say, you know what? I feel like I want to go on this trip to wherever, but maybe right now I just have too much in my life and I just need to take a couple days off and just relax. Just take it easy. Stay at home. Or heck, if you want to just use home as your base, go out and do hikes during the day. Do something that's active outside where you're getting fresh air. You're away from cell phones and computers and stressors, TVs, all these things. People don't realize, so many people consider stress something that's really annoying or aggravating and just like, oh, this is driving me crazy. But honestly, everything that we surround ourselves with creates some form of stress because we're processing information. So when we're watching something, even like a television show that we might enjoy, it's still a stress because our body's having to process what's being said, what's being done, and then respond back to our brain to go, okay, this is what I'm seeing. And so it's not a bad thing. All these things aren't bad things, but realize that there are stressors all around us. And sometimes we just need quiet. Sometimes we just need some peace and some just complete elimination of all the noise that we constantly have just bombarding us every single day. I mean, how often do you sit alone without a device of some sort, just in complete quiet, just for 10 minutes? How often do you do that? And just really think about what your body's telling you. How am I feeling right now? Am I feeling overwhelmed? Am I feeling stressed? Am I feeling like I have energy and I want to do something? Listen to your body. Start keying in on what your body's telling you. Because once you start to really understand what your body wants and needs, your health is going to improve drastically. One of the tools I tell my clients all the time is there's this principle of good, better, and best. Sometimes the things that we are doing are good, but could we be doing something better? And then of these things that we're doing, what is the absolute best? What are things in my life that I need that are fueling me in a good way and that are positive, and they are things that are encouraging me in ways that I'm going to grow in self-development, I'm going to grow in my health, I'm going to grow in my mental health. When we're adding something, we want to make sure that we're only adding something that will benefit our health. If we're eliminating something, same thing. It should be something that is eliminating a problem so that we can increase better health. So the next time that you are in this spot of thinking, oh, here I am, I'm stressed, or I'm sick, or I'm whatever, I'm bored, instead of thinking about what you can add to your life, think about what you should eliminate that is not serving you, and think about what you could add that would give you more time and more peace. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, Casey Relane, and check me out on Facebook. Have an awesome day.